In the heart of South America lies a legend that has burned in human imagination for centuries. A city of pure gold, hidden beyond the rivers and jungles, where kings were said to bathe in dust of sunlight. They called it El Dorado, the Golden One, the city of dreams, a promise of wealth beyond imagination and a curse that lured thousands to their doom. El Dorado began not as a city, but as a ritual. Among the Muisca people of Colombia, new kings performed a sacred ceremony. They covered their bodies in gold dust and sailed to the middle of a sacred lake. There, the king would plunge into the waters, offering gold and jewels to the gods. To the Spaniards, who hungered for treasure, this ritual grew into something else: the vision of an entire city of gold. When Spanish conquistadors arrived in the New World, they brought steel, faith, and endless greed. The whispers of El Dorado spread like fire. Each man believed he would be the one to find the shining city and return to Spain as a king. Expeditions were launched into the unmapped jungles, driven by feverish dreams of rivers paved with gold. What began as myth became obsession. But the jungle does not yield its secrets easily. Countless expeditions vanished into the Amazon's green labyrinth. Men were swallowed by disease, starvation, and endless rivers. The deeper they pressed, the more the land itself seemed to fight them. Storms, insects, and silence. Yet still they marched, blinded by visions of golden walls shimmering beyond the horizon. In 1541, Gonzalo Pizarro and Francisco de Orellana led one of the greatest quests for El Dorado. Starved and broken, Orellana separated from the main force and drifted down a mighty river. That river, unknown to Europeans, would later bear his name, the Amazon. Though Orellana never found gold, he brought back tales of vast cities and warriors along the river's edge, fueling the fire of El Dorado even more. From Sir Walter Raleigh of England to countless nameless adventurers, the pursuit of El Dorado claimed lives without mercy. Raleigh, desperate to restore his glory, searched the Orinoco River in Venezuela. He returned with stories, but no treasure. His son, driven by the same dream, would die on a later expedition. The legend consumed generations, leaving trails of bones and broken empires behind. Modern scholars now believe El Dorado was never a city, but a story distorted by conquest and greed. The Muisca rituals at Lake Guatavita were real, their offerings of gold glittering in the depths, but the Spaniards, blinded by hunger, inflated the tale into something impossible. The jungle had no golden streets, only sacred waters and shattered hopes. Even today, Lake Guatavita remains a place of mystery. Divers have recovered fragments of gold, ornaments cast into the lake by the Muisca. But the great hoard imagined by the conquistadors never appeared. The waters, calm and circular, are like a mirror, reflecting not only the sky, but the madness of men who sought to drain it dry. Yet perhaps El Dorado was never meant to be found in stone or soil. It lived in human imagination, the dream of a land of endless wealth. For some, it meant fortune. For others, it meant hope. But at its core, El Dorado reveals a truth as old as time, that humanity's hunger for more can lead both to greatness and to ruin. Gold has always blinded men. It builds empires, but it also destroys them. The story of El Dorado is not about a city, it is about desire itself. The farther men chased it, the more they lost themselves in the jungle's embrace. In this way, El Dorado was real, not as a city of gold, but as a mirror showing the endless hunger of the human heart. And still, the legend endures. Writers, filmmakers, and dreamers continue to search for El Dorado in their own ways. Somewhere in the dense canopy of the Amazon, or at the bottom of a sacred lake, we imagine it waiting, gleaming, eternal, untouchable. Perhaps the true treasure was never gold, but the stories, the myths, and the fire they left in our souls. The lost city of El Dorado may never be found, but as long as humanity dreams of riches, wonders, and lands beyond the known, El Dorado will live forever. A city not of gold, but of imagination, shining just beyond reach, somewhere between history and myth.